Welcome. Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to live readings on Tuesday. My name is Sadhana. For those of you that are dropping in and have never been here before, I'm an intuitive reader and healer, yoga instructor, support people through their meditation practices, all kinds of things. If you want to learn more about me, there are links down below how to contact me and to my website and various things. Tuesdays today, I'm here for about an hour doing live readings, and today I would really love to just focus on the energy of softening into these major energetic forces that are with all of us, astrologically speaking, energetically speaking, and invite you all to find a word of trust, find a word where for me, for years, my word has been allow. And when things get really difficult, when energies get really intense, I come into that word. Usually you will find me on my yoga mat on the floor. And one of my favorite practices is restorative yoga. And I find this to be just a brilliant way to kind of dial it down and get connected with the floor. Ideally, outside in nature is best. That's not always possible where I live, which is on the west coast of Canada. So welcome to all of you. Today, I am going to draw an oracle card as well as a tarot card. Oh my goodness. Now that is a really interesting slip of the tongue, and I'll tell you why. Hi, Donna. Last Friday, I did a broadcast where I was looking or discussing the idea of, what comprises a tarot deck. What is a tarot deck? Are all tarot decks, or are some of them oracle decks? And so the word tarot is one that has been used when the energy of a tarot deck feels more like an oracle. But today I'm going to use an oracle deck and a tarot deck, both of which are definitely that, and beautiful colors full of flowers and growth and abundance, and the energy of Beltane. So Beltane was yesterday, still very much in that energy, and lunar Beltane is on Friday. Friday is the another eclipse energy in Scorpio, and when the eclipse energy is in Scorpio, it can be very, very intense. So that is another reason why I'm inviting softness into these readings. And also I'd like to address Donna's question here. So yes, I am, and I was prompted by another reader who left a comment after last Friday's video, and she asked if there were substantive decks that had been created in the past 5-6 years that I would call tarot decks, and I'm going to rise to this occasion. I don't know if I will have the prep done for this Friday, but I think that's a wonderful topic, and I will be presenting a series of tarot decks that I feel stand on the tradition of tarot and do it well. So I definitely will be saying more on this particular topic. Okay. So I'm going to draw an oracle for the collective. And today I am working with the two of the Sacred Bee decks. The oracle is Wisdom of the Sacred Bee. And I'm for the tarot, Keeper of the Sacred Bee. So go ahead. I want to say uncross your legs, scrunch up your toes on the floor, focus on your exhale breath. Just really let go. Make space. Hi, Amanda. Welcome. Let's make some space. And I was thinking, okay, well, why not use the Spacious Tarot today? But to tell you the honest truth, it's not one of my favorite decks. It does have some beautiful qualities to it, but I just I'm really feeling these B decks. And I'm so surprised at how much Keeper of the Sacred Bee is resonating with me. This is a reading for the collective on the 2nd day of May, 2023. How might we deepen our understanding of softening into this transformational energy of Pluto moving into Aquarius, being in eclipse season, the intensity of things that are happening with people at work and families, and also I want to say on a more macro level as well too. All right. So let's look also at the word that is being presented. The moon is in Libra today. Libra appreciates the beauty of the word, the beauty of language, and so let's just take some time to reflect on this word. Okay. All right, so the word for the collective, I'll put it over here, is unfolding. Unfolding. This is very interesting. I don't know what you're seeing on the bottom there. I don't think I've ever had this card before. What a perfect card for exactly what I'm talking about. And you know, I had a personal reading. I believe it was a week ago. And I'm teaching a course called Tarot Foundations 2, where we're really taking our time building correspondences in the tarot and understanding them from a very deep level. And I can share the spread with you that I created that was based on the 2, 3, and 4 of Cups at another time. So please remember, please remind me, and I'll see if I can make a video on that. But the 3 of Cups energy was our full moon energy, the pinnacle energy. And so we're all going to be looking at our 3 of Cups card closely on Friday. And my card was the Tower. And I really feel that. I also had a couple of Swords cards in my reading. Where I'm going with this has to do with the book. The softness and the gentleness of an unfolding, easing into transformation. And quite frankly, all I was feeling was I want to curl up with a good book and make some space and just read what I want to read and be in a, now I'm thinking with the change of the weather, this sort of nest where I can read my book maybe outside, but I don't know, maybe something can also unfold in the space that one creates in reading or in creating a little bit of a nest. Also noting that this is an air card, so also very in tremendous synchronicity with this idea of the moon in Libra, softening into the abundance of Venus, who is the ruler of Libra. Let it flow. Let it flow. What is your word? What is your word for unfolding? What is your word for just being? Being. And I think that is a critical energy right now to process all of this. There is a lot, so much happening in all of our lives. And for some people it is intense. And it is so critical to find space for being and not so much resisting. Not so much resisting. And anger. And anger. Okay, I'm going to pull a tarot card as well. Welcome to Vaidehi. Oh my goodness, that is a mouthful. Vai ve dehi. Vai dehe. Dehi. Dehi. Ve dehi. Vai dehe. What language? What language is that? Enlighten me. Welcome to D as well. And the oracle card to, not the oracle card, the tarot card to expand on this message from the keeper of the sacred bee. Queen of Pentacles. Now, she is not the court card for Taurus season, but she fits so very well here. I can feel her now. I transplanted some flowers and yeah, get your hands in the dirt. Get out in nature. Honestly, I have been suggesting to lots of people about creating sacred space in nature. And there is a practice called, it's a mandala practice, sand paintings. If you're interested, let me know. You can reach out and I'll send you a handout on it. But the idea is that you create a mandala out of natural objects in nature. Could be in your garden, but it could also be on a path, just off the path, in public space. Could be at the beach, could be anywhere. And the idea with creating this mandala, usually I mark the directions, open the directions of the sacred space, and then you begin to put objects in it. If it's at the beach, there may be seaweeds, there may be different rocks, sticks, things like that. Cones from different trees, flowers. And each day you come and you meet this sacred space and observe what is shifted with the wind. Perhaps humans, animals have trod through it. A squirrel may have taken something from it for its nest. And you see how the shifts, the energy affects you as you observe it. And part of the practice also is to feed it. So you feed it with herbs, you feed it with your prana by blowing herbs into it or just blowing your prana into it. It's a really powerful practice, and the mandala can grow over a period of time with a certain intention. You might do it for a complete lunar cycle. You may do it around a special event. It's something that could last much longer. And this practice of creating a sand painting has been really transformational for a lot of people. I've made them all kinds of different places under the instruction of a teacher, but also, of my own volition as well too. And so I see the Queen of Pentacles very much in touch with the earth and nature and this sense of harmony and abundance in nature. Reciprocity is really, really an important part of the moon in Libra as well too. So also know that this unfolding, this energy, this shifting that you are going through, while it may feel intense and intensely uncomfortable for some people, it is a process of restoring balance. And eventually you will know and you will understand that. But it does. It takes time. It takes time. If you would like a card, please just say so in the chat, and I'm happy to draw cards for any of you, all of you. These cards are so beautiful and so interchangeable. I just put the tarot in the oracle and the oracle in the tarot, but we'll fix that. Yeah. Also, I have a reminder, and I probably haven't updated the banner, but I'm going to run the old banner here. And that is on this Saturday. So this Saturday is May, oh my goodness, what is it? This Saturday is May the 6th. So on May the 6th, Tarot Through the Planets continues, and we're doing the third workshop in this series, looking at the energy of Mercury this time. And I will continue to build and review some of the principles of working with planets in tarot reading. And you can sign up for one workshop, you can sign up for the whole series, and if you're joining late and you want the whole series, will have access to the replays as well too. So just a reminder that is happening. Okay. What else? Yes, Donna, I will draw a card for you. The upcoming lunar eclipse is majorly impacting several planets in my chart, as usual. Yeah. Big breath in, big breath out. You do this work, you know how to work all of this, but it's always nice to feel supported. All right, so we'll do the oracle first. There's a lot of synchronicities for today. Also, today being the second decan of Taurus is connected to the Six of Discs or the Six of Pentacles, which is another card of reciprocity. Fits very well in with the Libra energy. If you think about the energy of scales, the scales in that card, that particular card is ruled by the moon. So there's a reflection of sun and moon in that card. There's a reflection of fire and water in that card. If you're interested, I was talking about that card in the Thoth episode at 11 a.m. this morning. All right, Donna, this is for you. Wow, this is another card I haven't drawn. I'm going to hold this up close to the camera. The word is the soul journey. There's flowers unfolding. There's an eye at the center. The cosmos is awakening at the top. Wow, that's a beautiful card. It's ether. So this is a suited oracle deck. Hi, Bonnie. All right. For those of you that haven't or don't paint, I've been thinking about painting this week a lot and wondering if somehow there's a freedom, this could be really useful to a lot of people if they were to find the courage to pick up, even if it was your grandson's watercolor palette from their backpack, or you wandered into an art supply shop and picked up something that was just your own. I don't know, there's something I've been really thinking about painting. And there's different ways we all find space, peace, and connect with beauty and the divine, but that's something. This has been, it's King of Swords, Donna. I'm just, sorry, I'm just looking at the artwork. There's a real wisdom in both of these cards. That seeing the bigger picture. And I'm wondering, with the impact of many planets in your chart, if taking time this weekend to journey to some higher ground so you can geographically see a wider scape, look at the area through a wider lens. I used to travel much more than I'm sure all of us do it now. But there's always something about climbing the stairs to the temple, climbing up the mountain, climbing to the top, getting closer to spirit, where the air is a little thinner, the air feels a little cleaner and cooler. I'm just visioning something like that for you. Perhaps in creating that opportunity, something becomes clearer for you. And if you were to astral travel, where would you go? Is there a particular peak in the Himalayas, or is there a particular peak in one of the mountain chains in the US or South America? There's so many sacred mountains. I think starting to name that sacred space, that sacred place, mountain now. It's high. It's high. Yeah. So one of the things I would do is to look on an atlas and to actually name. I just feel like there's a reason to name a specific peak, to connect with it, almost like by connecting with it, it has a message for you. Yeah. Okay. Amanda. Welcome to Queen Preet, and yes, I will answer your question. Yes, Dee, but when we astral travel, temperature is not an issue. This is a couple of cards for Amanda, the lovely Amanda Swan Spirit, on the 2nd day of May 2023. May they inspire, provide space, help with softness, help with finding softness through present transitions and challenges. Ooh, this is the so fire. It's interesting that this, I kind of get the colors, why this is the element of fire, but when I look at this card, and so we have the purple below and the orange above and the pine cone and the sacred geometry. I'm just tapping into pineal gland. Pineal gland is sort of all of the elements, not just the element of fire, but perhaps this focus is one that also initiates clarity. the reason to exercise the pineal gland is for spaciousness, is for cultivating the witness. And I think that's one of the things I wrote down before. You know, that I wrote earlier this morning down below. The practice of cultivating and developing the witness is a practice. And there's certain breath and meditation practices we can do to support that. Inner genius are your words. In reading Dee's comment, Dee says that she prefers to look at the sunshine on the volcano. This reminds me of being, I lived in Whistler for more than 25 years, where I raised my children. And in the summers, we would go up to the mountain. Sometimes they would have a barbecue at the top of the mountain or entertainment. And in the summer, you can see from the top of the mountain the setting sun in the distance and just really enjoy the alpenglow. The sun on the mountains, it's so beautiful. That's what that made me think of. All right, Amanda, here is a tarot card to support this inquiry. Completely release. Complete release. Not necessary to take a part of it with. I mean, energetically, the energy is always there. But this feels like it's like this card gives you permission to completely clear the space. And what a scorpionic, I mean, this is Scorpio. This is the energy of this full moon, which tells me you are intensely in it. You have jumped in with both feet, arms overhead. You know, you're going to touch the bottom. You're going to touch the bottom. But as you touch the bottom, you bend your knees. And you may pause for a moment and drink it in, but I also feel the power of you surging upwards through the water. And you know that card that it's in the Sasarabito where she emerges from the water and drinks in the air? That's sort of the visualization I'm having for you. So yes, it's about diving in deep. And you have been working on this. You've been working on this, but I want to say ceremoniously, it would be really beneficial to honor the closure. Your moon is in Scorpio too, so it will be a very powerful eclipse for you. Okay. So I believe now I have a question. Okay. Queen Preet. Let's all hold space for Preet. My throat is, the energy in my throat is condensing. When that happens, Preet, it often is a reflection of something that you haven't revealed, you haven't shared. And I think as you journey forward in this relationship, your voice is very important. And I want to just say to you how important your voice, your thoughts and opinions that you have every right to share and express from your heart. You are intending to enter into the next stage, a very important stage of life, and why not step into it having made your intentions and in your heart clear. Welcome to other people coming in. Mrs. McCormack, hello. Okay, so this card, this is the Oracle for Queen Preet, and in response to her question about marriage, will she marry Cigar? So we'll draw 2 cards for her, for them. Protection. Element is fire. In response to what I was just saying, I'm sensing that what is being protected here is your heart. What is being protected is your integrity. What is being protected is your right. Let me draw the other card and I'll comment further. Holding space for you. Holding space for you, Preet. Very interesting combination of cards. Will I get married to my current partner, boyfriend? I want to encourage you to really listen. This has been a theme today. Really listen and observe what is going on in the relationship. Make sure you are listening, not only with your ears, but with your eyes and all of your senses. There may be tremendous passion and excitement. This might be or appear to be I can see how this relationship sparks something in you, sparks some happiness in you, some joy, some fire perhaps that wasn't in your life previously. But there's an edge of caution, I feel, to both of these cards. And so I want to encourage you to be completely informed. Both of these are fire cards. Strong masculine energy. Who will seek strong feminine energy. Maybe that's why I'm initially was it's really, now I don't know if you're familiar with this expression about don't be a doormat. You don't want to be walked over. I would say that it's important that your fire, your strength, your inner light needs to match Cigar's light. There, of course, is a balancing between the water and the fire, the feminine and the masculine. but don't let his fire dim your fire. Take some time. Don't rush into this. Even if there is a proposal, just take some time. Observe. Observe. Okay? Welcome, Tina. Lovely to have you here. Okay. If there's any other support for Queen Preet in regards to this combination of cards, please feel free to offer that. Okay. And Tina, that's very exciting. I hope you can join in the live stream on Saturday. If not, you can watch the replay. Okay. All right. So let's draw an oracle for Marilyn. Marilyn. Well, I'm going to go with the Jumper, which is a water card. And you say, a grandnephew is being born in these next days. Any upcoming observations? My heart is very stimulated right now. Very stimulated. Oh, that's good, Tina. My initial thought was something to do with nursing staff. Okay, I as an example, a particular nurse, somebody who is supporting the mother, is short, she is cross, or they don't feel like the kind of person who you would expect to find in a obstetric suite. Wow. There's something about your presence that it protects, it oversees, it's like you are the guardian. And for something, I want to use the word bear. You are the guardian who protects the space where the grandnephew will be born. I feel like you have a role in this. Compassion, of course, is an important energy of the heart. Compassion for all. And there could be energies butting up against each other. And in very few words, you have the ability to calm and to bring understanding among others. Let's draw a tarot card and see if I'm going in the right direction here. It's Two of Wands. one thing that is coming to mind is your, because I need, this is such a strong feeling, I need to I need to carry on with this theme, and that is you are opening the door to new perspectives. There's a part of me too that wants to ask, oops, I pressed the wrong window. Sorry, I'm trying to see the chat and what do I have to press here? There we go. Gosh, my heart is just pounding here. Your role is in helping others to see different perspectives. Another thing that darted through my mind was somebody's going to run, or somebody wants to run. Perhaps as well too, helping others to be compassionate for the mother in her choices. She has every right to birth the baby the way that she wishes to birth the baby, and so part of your role is finding compassion, helping others to see that perspective. Two of Wands is in Aries. It's ruled by Mars. It can be a very fiery card, and I really see you as stilling these waters. Okay. All right. For those viewers who are in the Southern Hemisphere, such a beautiful time of abundance for you. I hope that your gardens are thriving and you're doing well and the harvest is plentiful. Yeah. Okay. Let me shuffle this one. Part of the message of the Six of Pentacles, that was the reason I'm talking about the Six of Pentacles, is because it's the card for this decan of Taurus, and I'm just going to see what it looks like in this deck that I have on the table today. And I've always read this card as a card of reciprocity. Really important to reflect upon the notion of giving and how important it is to give and share when one is in a place of abundance, whatever that abundance may be. Could be an abundance of, I'm thinking for some reason, confidence in self, an abundance of just that inner knowing and trust. So if you have an abundance of trust, you are better able to hold space for others, and so you teach and you give and you invite, and wherever abundance shows up for you, you share, and the more you share, the greater your cup is filled. And I don't know, I was looking at in the Waite-Smith deck, it feels like there is some inequity, but I think there's a lot to be learned from that card. and if I look at those scales and I think about the moon in Libra and I think about the Venus qualities of Libra, how important this notion of sharing is. This can be sharing of wisdom, sharing of, oh my God, this is so beautiful. So beautiful. Yes, Tina, please put your question in the chat. Okay. You know how I was talking about sand paintings? And it looks here as if the beekeeper is taking some time out and putting an offering at the hive. That's so beautiful. This is a really important practice of entering into nature, entering into sacred space to make sure that we are giving equally to what we are receiving. And for those of you that don't like to receive, this is also a really important message for you as well, to be open, allow yourself to receive. Okay. So, Tina, I do not see your question. So as soon as your question appears, I will answer your question. And then, of course, I will answer Radhima's question as well, too. And if that is a question, Tina, maybe you can clarify that question, please. I don't know if that's a statement or a question. Will I practice on another place at my work? I'll just wait for you to expand on that, okay? For those of you that tend to not receive even compliments or kind words, this is a time. This is a very healing energy, and that is to be open to receiving all of that. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand, Tina. Now, part of me simply wants to respond. Change is. Change is neither good nor bad. Change is. But let's draw some cards specifically for Tina's inquiry about this change at work. Tina will be practicing at another place, and how will this change go for Tina? So with your card of the year as death, it would say that perhaps even the greater the change, the greater the transition, the better this will be for your growth and for your journey. Here's the Oracle card, Tina, to support this inquiry. Ooh, element of earth, tangible. Element of earth, tangible. Okay, how does this feel? Feels very connected to the suit of Taurus. My intuition says that make this space your own. When I connect to the energy of that word, it's like, this is your new office, this is your new space, and so it's like you claim it and you make it yours. You may change it. This could even be something as, you don't like the desk, so you move the furniture. There's something about that. Very curious what. And this is the earth element. Earth element T. I won't spend too much time looking for this, but let's see if I can find this card. Maybe not. Oh, goodness gracious. Element of Earth is on page 97. Just bear with me. Okay. The tangible. The tangible. Explore your surroundings today. Evaluate why you hold on to things that are no longer useful. Adjusting your surroundings is a good place to begin when embarking on a spiritual journey. The place you manifest is a reflection of your mindset. Okay, so, all right, so what I said fits kind of perfectly here with what Kelly had in mind. So yeah, so really important to make this your own. Okay. And I would say, Tina, that means, yes, you can work with this space. You can work in this place. That this transition is very doable for you. And the tarot card. That's kind of beautiful. It's the Nine of Cups. And it's funny, I've never seen a Nine of Cups before that appears. There's movement happening, the change, there's a lack of attachment to the emotion. So this feels kind of beautiful. So I would say yes, Tina, fully embrace this change. Okay. Thanks, Tina. All right, so let's turn to Ridhima. And will I end up being with Pulkit? Okay. And everyone, it just really, the themes that come through on Tuesdays are always significant. The theme today is about big picture, seeing the whole picture, being informed, climbing to the high spot so you can see the whole story, becoming an informed witness, learning to witness your life. Okay, so this is, I would say this is also relative to Ridhima's question as well too. Okay. Okay, so let's get some information regarding the relationship with Pulkit and Ridhima. As always, we ask these messages be in the highest for the greatest good, and that no harm be done. Well, I don't think you could ask for a better card. And in responding to everything that is built, the energy that is built in today's discussion, you also have a role to play in creating the tranquility, in creating the sacred space. Okay. It's just amazing the stuff that flies through my mind. You know, a relatively simple question is asked, and then I have so much information. This would have to do with in-laws, with elders. There is a gift that you have to offer in creating peace and harmony within the family. And yet part of me as an energy worker, as a teacher of many of these things, wants to make sure that you don't fall into the role of over caretaking. That your inner tranquility is as important as everyone else's tranquility. I hope you understand what I'm saying. All right, let's pull a tarot card for Redeema. And we have another card of tranquility. Okay, so the family is, enduring some challenges. The family may not have fully processed grief, loss, anguish in regards to, you know, something that has arisen in their relationships. Relationship is also a really important word when the moon is in Libra. However, Redeema, there's a lot of peace and harmony here. And so, you know, if you are looking, if this is an energy where you feel comfortable, then move forward in this relationship. If you are looking for the opposite, then this isn't the place for you. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay, good. Thank you, Redeema. Donna, this is the last reading for today, okay? And I think I'll pull one oracle card to close afterwards, just so we have a nice, a full circle. Okay. My goodness, tremendous pressure on my clavicle. Jumper card. I'm going to pull another tarot and an oracle as well too. Okay. All right, Xian, this is for you. Is Xian's past love back? Yes or no? No pressure. It's funny, it feels like somebody just sat on my chest. More fire. You are a powerful one, Xian. Is your past love, can you tell me a little bit about your past love? Hi, Clevis, welcome. Okay. I am sensing, all right, so another card, another fire card. So this is all fire. My intuition says that your past love is not finished with their own part of their journey. They have career ambition. They have places to go, people to see, places to travel, that they are not ready to plant their feet on the ground. So if you are looking for a partner to settle down with, this is not that kind of energy. This is the kind of partner that you would travel with for some years, that you would be open to relocating. There would be adventure and plenty of excitement, not the opposite, where you set up shop, you set up home. Okay, so I hope that gives you some indication about whether they are returning and unsettling. Okay, thank you. All right, so now I am just going to pull an oracle to close up our time together today. Thank you all for your support of one another. And on this second day of May, may you all find a way to soften into the transitions, the challenges that you are experiencing. Find space, find joy, find peace. Find a way to soften. And I use this word. It's a word that I use when I'm teaching yoga all the time. Soften the expression on the face, soften your tongue, take the tongue away from the roof of the mouth, soften your skin. It's about opening the heart. And perhaps there are some things you can do quite tangibly to help with this. Final card. This feels very scorpionic. This also feels a lot like sacred space. The key word is melancholy. There are hands holding. Not sure what they're holding. They're holding something they're holding it very lightly, very, very gently. They're not clinging to it. Perhaps there is a hesitancy in releasing it. I want to say with the color of the flower here, there is an awareness of the importance of the transition. And I also want to say that it is okay to feel melancholy. Every feeling is important. Every feeling is valid. And so we embrace that feeling and we allow that feeling to fill our being, completely fill our being. And then the gift of the eclipse, the gift of full moons, is to let that go. And to know that it is for our greater good. Thank you all so much for being here today. And thank you to Donna. Namaste.